WestJett is a prolific but controversial Valorant creator who covers recent drama and spats with other YouTubers, so of course he uses CSGO Surf as background footage. However, this isn't him surfing, and you might already know that. The video is sometimes grainy, looks downloaded because it comes from a video on YouTube, and the actual surfing is incredible, like top tier surfing. But this isn't an exposed video. WestJett never said it was him surfing. He just uses surf as filler and slaps a Valorant skin on top. But instead, I want to show you how I know exactly where he gets it from, why it looks like hot doo-doo sometimes, and how anyone, including WestJett, could get unlimited surf footage for as little as $1. Now, the only reason I'm making this is because last time I reviewed Leafy is Here Surf, one of the most infamous YouTubers of all time, who is known for using CSGO Surf in the background. This is important for WestJett, trust me, okay? But one request in the comments of that video was reviewing WestJett, and I was like, oh,
here I come.
because full disclaimer, I know nothing about Valorant and even less about WestJett, but I do not want that smoke from either side. I am not him, please don't hurt me. I was just asked to review his surf, so here is his story. WestJett started out making regular old Valorant videos. He always had his own style of humor.
Baba Booey.
What is up, homeless people and drug addicts?
But skin reviews and rankings, agent guides, that kind of stuff. And he is pulling phenomenal numbers compared to like 99% of people at least. But over the years, he would repeatedly say he was quitting Valorant. Sometimes joking, sometimes not, claiming the game had dried up or commenting on its community. And his content slowly started getting more meta, like reacting to TikTok content from Valo, recent news or drama, but most importantly, roasting other Valorant YouTubers. And it reminded me a lot of Leafy. I had just spent days watching all 600 of Leafy's videos and had learned what his video style was. He lets the original video play, and then comes back to give his reaction. This is boilerplate Leafy. And for context, WestJett was aware of Leafy.
What is up, ginger beers and Leafy is here's. WestJett 6'5", radiant Venezuelan trillionaire here.
But he and many YouTubers have used this exact same video structure for years, especially in the late 2010s. That was the quintessential surf commentary style. The result is a conversation where you hear the opponent.
Perhaps you should go back to your roots of calling people a hard R.
Oh, he got me, guys.
And then
Damn,
you know
I'll
it's WestJett's turn to talk, because there's some kind of surf in the background or something. But there's no way of knowing what exactly inspired WestJett to this style. I'm speculating that he uses Leafy's video structure and like this common structure to pivot into more mainstream topics, which is why he's using surf. Like it's an homage or something, I don't know. And he's not copying Leafy. This structure wins all across YouTube. Not only does it save tons of time in making the actual video, because half of it is already done, but sequence breaks, big changes between the two voices and visuals is actually really engaging for the viewer. It's good for viewer retention. And there probably could have been anything in the background, like Valo gameplay, or maybe the serve is an homage to Leafy or just because it's funny. But this same video structure is how Leafy was able to maintain an absolutely disgusting upload schedule. Putting out daily videos just cannot be done normally. Making meta content and using other people's videos as subject matter is a tried and true method not only to win, but win efficiently on YouTube. So this is why WestJett is using surf. But how do I know for sure that the surf is not his? It's actually because of the gameplay itself. Whoever is surfing in the background is incredibly talented. For example, this map surf_epiphany is tier 6 out of 8 in difficulty. The hardest stuff in surf is tier 8, it can look like this, it's crazy. And the easiest stuff is tier 1, you could do this. And whoever is in WestJett's video is a goddamn speed demon, so either WestJett is better than me and all of you, or it's a rip from YouTube. But before I ever reviewed Leafy, I had already seen a bunch of WestJett's videos, and I knew exactly where it came from. A video called 1 hour of CS surfing. How do I know this? Because all the maps in WestJett's videos are also in this one. This is Surf Raffaello that happens at the start. This is Surf Pantheon that starts at minute 5. That's Surf Me that starts right after. All of WestJett's surf footage eventually appears in this video. And I know this part might seem cringe, I'm gonna confirm it for you. When we put WestJett's videos side by side with the original, they have identical movements. They're the exact same thing. Now, there's no crime here because what WestJett is doing is 100% transformative. Could somebody reasonably copy strike this? Definitely not. Not only is the surf very brief and chopped, separated by the actual video, but adding the Valorant skin on top actually makes it more transformative and hilarious. And while it would be nice if he added a credit in his videos to the original, it's probably not going to make a difference for the original poster, which is a massive multi-million-dollar company. What am I talking about? This guy? Well, this video is an actual complete rip of another video on YouTube, a 2-hour custom compilation made for ESL, one of the largest companies in the competitor to Valorant Counter-Strike. They run tournaments, and this also explains why WestJett's footage looks grainy. Every time you download, re-render, and compress a video, it gets progressively worse. So if we wanted to make his surf ourselves, we just take a green screen Valorant skin, slap it on top of ESL's footage, chroma key it out, and boom, we're ready to start some drama. So this leads to the obvious question. If it wasn't WestJett, who is actually surfing? Well, the original version tells us for every single run. A player named Levi and another named Caffrey. These are the rank 2 and rank 1 surfers in the world. It's like the Aspas or less of Valorant. I don't know who these people are. It's like the Messi and Ronaldo of surf. Yes, people take surf that seriously. Over thousands of hours and hundreds of maps, players get really good at the game and the results pay off. Which is another reason why the footage looks so effortless and mesmerizing and makes people want to use it in their videos. Now, how can we tell in general when somebody is actually surfing or not? Because obviously if the surf just looks normal like this, you'd have no way of knowing. All the surf footage from my tutorials could have been somebody else. Well, there are some key giveaways. Number 1, if you're watching it and there is no knife, no UI, and no timer, it might be somebody else. Basically, no one plays like this, trust me. Instead, they use a program, we'll get into that, to strip everything off the screen. Number 2 is this, little white numbers in the bottom or corner. This is the player's speed added in post, and it is a dead giveaway that the footage is ripped. From a surf YouTube channel, for example, like KSFRecords, that's the biggest one, this is because this speedometer is added in, like WestJett's weapons, through a program. This one's called SVR. SVR takes a demo, turns off the UI, and then can slow your game down to take hundreds of snapshots. It then blends the frames together to create motion blur for a smoother look, which is why WestJett's footage looks very clean and mesmerizing despite being low quality. It was made with SVR. And here's the last thing you should probably know, none of this was actually CSGO Surf. This footage almost certainly comes from Counter-Strike's source, the CSGO before CSGO that released in 2004, which happens to be the place where all the best surfers play. They do this because it feels better, it's smoother, the times are more competitive, the map's harder, and when it goes on sale you can get it for as little as $1. Once you're in, you can get tons of free footage from these servers there, or get them from their demos list. You can even use a new program called Replay Viewer that allows you to see any run on any map you have downloaded at any time. You can also do the same thing in CSGO that still exists, or even Roblox, or just pay someone to do it for you. Just hit me up on Discord. If you enjoyed this, check out my review of Leafy, who is better than you might expect, and helped make CSGO Surf a household name. Okay, get out of here, goodbye, don't attack me, okay, please, goodbye, I hold no beliefs whatsoever, I am a clean slate, a very sensitive clean slate, okay, don't touch me, okay, goodbye.